I'm Queer News Tonight anchor Dr. Julio Capó. Exclusively at Queer News Tonight, we review the latest on the pandemic and the explosive new charges by Trump's coronavirus commission's doctors and what was actually happening behind the scenes at the White House. The White House Coronavirus Response Coordinator, Dr. Deborah Birx, quantifies the staggering needless loss of human life. Join us this evening live at 7 p.m. on Queer News Tonight as our top story will be reporting that Trump's former White House COVID-19 commission say that 31,430 LGBTQ deaths could have been prevented. More than 550,000 Americans have died from the COVID-19 pandemic, but Trump's Surgeon General, NIH's Dr. Anthony Fauci, and especially Coronavirus Response Coordinator for the White House, Dr. Deborah Birx, give a blistering account of what was actually happening behind the scenes in Trump's political orbit. Taking into account 7% standard acceptance of LGBTQ population, Birx notes that the first wave of 100,000 deaths could not have been prevented. But she notes that with what they learned, the next 450,000 deaths could have been prevented or significantly mitigated. Her estimates show that nearly 31,000 LGBTQ Americans needlessly lost their lives because of the missteps and handling of the pandemic by Trump and the politics of coronavirus. Here is just one moment of tonight's LGBTQ story. Watch this.
Well, I look at it this way. The first time we have an excuse, there were about 100,000 deaths that came from that original surge. All of the rest of them, in my mind, could have been mitigated or decreased substantially if we took the lessons we had learned from that moment. That's what bothers me every day.
Yesterday, former President Trump had a fierce response to the entire White House commission with a laser-like attack on Birx and Fauci. Trump says that Fauci was a failure and that Birx is a liar, and the health experts are trying to rewrite the history of 2020 and Trump's pandemic response. We're going to provide you with up-to-the-minute details with nearly 39,000 American LGBTQ COVID-19 deaths and a sobering possibility that 31,000 of those could have been prevented makes this a stunning charge by the former White House pandemic team. Is LGBTQ news important for our community? If it is to you, share this LGBTQ news, like Queer News Tonight on social media, and subscribe on YouTube. We present live television video LGBTQ news unique in the entire world. We are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. I'm anchor Dr. Julio Capó, and you'll want to tune in at 7 p.m. tonight, live, and then 24 hours a day in streaming after that, exclusively